Yeah, good evening, my boss. Good evening. Is it good afternoon? I'm going to see. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Mr. Oluwaseun. Hope you're doing well, fine. So, good evening, everybody. Let's wait for more people to join us. So, tonight is going to be a two-in-one class. You sent me an email and I've not responded. Wow, so sorry. I've been very, very busy for the past few days. I'm so sorry. I'm going to check yours. I'm going to check the email you sent through. I'm so sorry. I've been very, very occupied. In fact, I'm not supposed to show up this night. So I want us to start this class as fast as possible because we're going to be having a guest tonight. Yes, we're going to be having a guest tonight, and tonight is just going to be what's called. Hmm, tonight is going to be very, very what's called. You guys are going to learn a lot. So please share the link. Share the link. If tell all your group members to join, tell everybody to join, all your group members. And please, tomorrow we're starting the capstone project presentations. I hope all consigned groups are ready for their presentations tomorrow. Group one and I think group three. Please share this link, share the powers code to your groups. So I believe every group is ready to present tomorrow. I hope so. Are you guys ready to present tomorrow? Where's group one leader? Where's group one leader? Is group one leader here? If you're here, just kindly signify. Is group one leader here? This is group one leader here. All right. So as I was saying, um, I believe I asked for group one and I didn't get any response. Is it that nobody from group one is ready? You guys are presenting tomorrow. Group one and group three are presenting, and I told you in the last class each group has 40 minutes to present. Group one 40 minutes and group two 40 minutes to present. And I also said in our last class, if any of your group member is not on call, in fact, all group leaders, for the whole day that we're going to be having a presentation, if any of your group members is not on that call that day, I'm going to automatically disqualify that group. Yeah, I'm going to automatically disqualify that group. So all group leader, you all have a work. I think there's a group that sent me the names of those that are not active, and I'm going to work on it this night. I'm going to get them out of that group. So that means group leaders, you all have a whole lot of works to do. If any of your group members is not cooperating or not doing anything, please and please kick them out of that group. I'm giving you the permission. You don't even need to notify them. Just send me a DM on WhatsApp, and I'm going to get them out of the group. So the presentation is starting tomorrow by same time tomorrow 8 p.m. That's group one and three. You are going to be presenting tomorrow. So you all have 40 minutes to present. I think I've already told you guys what you are going to be presenting and what's called expecting from you guys. So far so good. We've really done amazingly well. Like if we actually stop this class today, I think I have done justice to AI automation. Abi, Shimo Paulo, am I lying? So far so good. I've done justice to AI automation for you. For a free bootcamp, I have done justice more than I even plan to over deliver for you. More than I even plan to over deliver. You know the funniest thing that happened yesterday? I don't know. For those that were viewing my status, am I supposed to say this? For those that were viewing my status, you remember yesterday I said something about tech space. This tech space is actually a very, very crazy space. Like, I don't. So, someone reached out yesterday, came to my DM on Twitter. He didn't use his original account. He used a burner account, but through the helps of some of my friends, I was able to know who exactly is behind that burner account. This guy came to my DM and was actually ranting that why do I have to, I also put out a tweet yesterday that asked you guys to repost that what's called I want to do another cohort. Someone came was like, why am I doing this for what reason? Like was bashing me stuff like that. I was like, bro, what's your business? Are you feeding me? You're not one feeding me. I wish to teach people it's none of your business. It's none of your business if I'm charging for this class or I'm not charging for this class. Well, I'm good. There are automations academy that are charging for them for people to learn. Will I tell them not to charge? I have academies that I teach. It's not only here I teach. I have academies that I teach and I charge them. They paid me every month. Why some pay per cohort? So will I tell those ones that okay, what's called you should not charge or you should not? Everyone has their own personality. If I wish to charge, I will charge, and if I don't wish to charge, I won't charge. So no, there's nobody that can actually tell me what I want to do. That's just it. Nobody can tell. If I wish to launch a course today about air automations, I know I'm going to sell very, very crazy because I actually have the results. The result are just the if today I decide to launch an AI automation course from every day I get a whole lot of DMs from people wanting to learn AI automation, wanting to learn automation. If I decide to upsell them, there's nobody that can actually drag me for that. But I just did that out of my own free will. And I don't know why some people are having issues with that. Well, it is well. That's one of the crazy aspects of I didn't even get bothered about that stuff. I didn't even get bothered about it at all because if you do good, even and you know the crazy aspect, if you start selling a course today, there are still some people they'll still be the one to still drag you that you are selling course. Now you are offering it for free. You are still talking. If you launch it now, they will still talk. So what the hell? Why the hell do I really want to care about them? I don't really care for you. I don't care. I don't give a damn. If I launch my course today, nobody cares. I don't give a damn for you. For the cohort too, I have over 700 forms that people fill the form that I have not even know how I'm going to do it to them because my Decembers are always about me planning thing, I having private sections with all my mentees to prepare them for what's called for 2026. So I really have time to actually teach. My Decembers only for myself because now there's something that most people don't understand when it comes to teaching this AI space. A little sleep, a little slumber might actually make you outdated if you don't keep learning. Like I said, every day before I come to class, I'll make sure that I prepare, I learn because I won't just come to class. Every day they release new updates. And the best way I can keep up is to constantly learn and constantly refining myself to actually what's called get what I needed to get. So now me putting in cohort two is really a stress on me for you. I was even trying to talk to Miracle if there's a way that I can even shoot that call to save to next year because bro, December is a busy month for me. I really need to go on a retreat and also upskill myself. So what am I just saying is that if you are doing good, people will talk. If you are doing the other way around, people will talk. But I'm used to that. I'm used to that. Hmm. Talk from tomorrow to talk from next tomorrow. I won't even call you out. I will even make a post about it. Me making a post about it is just trying to give you attention, but I don't really have time for that. So we're going to dive deeper into our class tonight. We are going to be building what's called a WhatsApp AI agent for the next 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm going to rush it as fast as I could for the next 30 to 40 minutes. Then um I'm going to send a reminder to our guest speaker by 9 by 8:45 or 8:50. I'm going to send him the link to join us on this call. So basically what he's going to be talking about, I gave him the topic to talk about tickets out of trenches, how you can actually if you're starting all over from zero today, how can you leverage your skills to what's called starts all over and over again. He's a productivity coach. He has what's called he has really helped me smash my goal because one thing you understand is this AI automation space is not really about learning. I made a post on Twitter this morning and I was really concerned because I tried to talk to various automation specialists. I don't even I wish to talk I always talk to how would I put it? I found interest more in founders that are not Nigerians. Yeah, non Nigerians. I found most interest in them. So for the past few weeks now, I've really been going to learning, having meetings with them, just trying to get how they operate some of the systems. And so far, so good. I've been able to get on calls with some, and I've been able to get a whole lot of premium information from them. That was why I made that post. There was this guy I had a call with. So we were going through how he started the air automation space, how he got in. This guy was so good that he knows how to use anything, make.com, Zapier, any vibe coding tool. This guy was so good, very, very good in all these tools, but yet he was not making money. He was also obsessed with his tools, but he was not making money. There's something I learned from one of my coach and one of my mentor is to never be a knowledgeable broke man. Because see, this tech space is not really about how long or how far. Someone can join the space today. Someone can learn AI automation today. I'm telling you for the fact. Someone can learn AI automation within 2, 3 weeks, and the following week he has landed his job, a job, he has landed a gig back to back. And while someone will be there for almost 6, 7 months and has never gotten a job. So there's a great difference between the both of them, and I can't really point out to why exactly, but I think one of the what's called similarities, because I try to make research a lot why some things don't work and why things actually works, and I try to study big guys in this space how they operate, even though most of these big guys are not really transparent enough, but nevertheless we still have people doing big numbers for real. We have people doing big numbers. This guy that I talked to was doing consistently. He said in his lowest month was 10K dollars. The month he has the lowest funds was $10,000. This guy used to do consistently 20K, 25 consistently. The lowest one is 10. And even show it's not like saying it. He showed me proof was called of everything. I was like, bro, there is more. If these guys can actually do it, that means there's some. Even though you might actually be limited to what's called, maybe because you're in Nigerian, yeah. Because these days they will ask you, "Where are you from?" Nigeria. If you are lucky, they will reply. If you are not lucky, they will ghost you. But nevertheless, I believe if you have value to offer, so they might still consider you. But the guy is leading us 1-0 already because he's in the advanced country. But you in Nigeria, you are -1 behind. So I made research, we talked a lot. It made me realize that if you really want to succeed in this AI automation space, you have to think beyond your tools. You have to think beyond your tools. You have to think as an entrepreneur. You have to think as a business problem solver, because once you think have this once you have this mindset that you are here to provide business solutions. L- he said one of the things that has limited most freelancers is the freelancing mentality. And what's that freelancing mentality is that most freelancers are just here because they are not really thinking like a business person. And who is a business person? Who is an entrepreneur? A business person is someone who will wake up in the day, and the first thing he's going to do is to talk about his skills, pitch to people, like getting people to actually know that this is what you do, not just that you are building. See, it's actually a pain for me because I've been in this guy. I've been in what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying currently is what I've been there before. Every day, build. I was seeing YouTube channel, build, and you realize after like a few months, what exactly am I even building? What exactly am I even building? Is it how many people have bought? We are all here to make money, even though we are providing solutions, but building. What exactly are we building? If people are not buying what we are building, see, I don't want to go into details tonight. But I'm just trying to tell you is that there is more opportunity in the AI space. I don't know. Someone should go and check Prophet Joel. I'm going to look for it. Prophet Joel Ogebe. Prophet Joel Ogebe. I saw this post today on Facebook where he talked about AI. Prophet Joel Ogebe. I don't know if I pronounce his name very well. Prophet Joel Ogebe. Let me tell you, he said something about AI. And let me tell you what he said. Prophet Joel Ogebe. Just for you to know that there is a whole lot in this space. And this, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Yeah. Salem. He made a post about AI today. Okay, yeah. Here's the post. Here's the post. Let me share my screen. So here's the post. Here's the post he made today about AI. Can you see? Let me read out it. He said, as a prophet, I will tell you today a little about the future and what I saw about AI technology because many are still sleeping and unaware. And so the wealth and power of this technology will bring is sleeping past them. If you did not take advantage of AI now, if you did not build, innovate, and pioneer within the AI space, if you did not invest in knowledge, understanding, and integrating AI into your business or skill set, you will be left behind within 5 years. And in 10 years, you will tell your children, I knew it when it was still young and I did nothing. I have seen immense wealth in the AI realm. I saw university students researching AI and emerging with companies that shook the whole industries. I saw the future applications of AI. It was mind blowing, world shifting, and amazing, but I will not speak of them yet, lest I reveal an idea God intends to trust to someone. Hear me. AI will open gates of wealth that many will miss merely because they joked with it. AI is for this generation, not for our parents. If we don't dominate it now, the Gentiles will. And you will only tell your children how, in the early days of AI, you were busy making funny pictures, videos, while others built empires. Many jobs will disappear, but I saw those with AI maintenance, training, and systems knowledge becoming highly sought after, almost untouchable. Let me give you one insight. I saw airplanes flown entirely by what they call AI pilots. They could scan the aircraft, read every details inside and out in 360 degree, and their precision was flawless. I saw many industries transform, but it is not yet time to speak on them. Go and pray for inspiration. Ask God for ideas in AI technology. Learn it, invest in it, build with it, because AI will soon control a third of human civilization, a third of global finance, and a third of modern warfare. Those who prepare now will rule tomorrow. Hmm. Can you guys see what I'm trying to talk about? That's the huge opportunity in the AI space. I won't say more than that. I won't say more than that. I won't say more than that. Who has ears? Let him listen. So we're going to dive deeper into our class tonight. I'm going to rush it as fast as possible because our guest is ready already. You can't hear me, K. What's happening? Okay. Please, I believe everyone can hear me. I believe everybody can hear me so clear. All right. So tonight we'll be building a WhatsApp chatbot was called. So I'm going to be changing device now. I'm going to be changing my device to switch to my other laptop. I'm going to be changing device now. Um and in today's please, I believe you go can see my screen. I'm using my second laptop now. Can you all see my screen now? So teaching everything one by one from scratch. So I believe you all have your anything already on your PC. I'm just going to create a new workflow. Now, after creating a new workflow, we have to start our workflow. Now, you all know what a trigger is. A trigger is what starts your workflow. So you have to start your workflow. And for this particular WhatsApp AI agent, so if we are using WhatsApp, our workflow is going to start with a WhatsApp trigger. I'm just going to click for WhatsApp trigger here. So whenever we receive on the end, there are a lot of triggers here, but for this particular AI chatbot, we're only working with one message AI WhatsApp trigger. So I'm just going to click on one message, and I already connected my what's called my API account to my WhatsApp chat, to my WhatsApp what's account here on this anything dashboard. So you can just find out a video on my YouTube channel on how to connect your WhatsApp to it. So I've successfully connected it already. So I won't be going through the connection again. So our host code is ready. So okay. So I'm going to test this workflow now and see what we have on the what's called on the so I'm going to test this workflow now and see what we actually have on it. Hmm? So I've successfully tested the workflow. I've sent a message. Yeah. So let me see the result of what our workflow actually looks like. Let me see. Okay, so this is the result of what our workflow looks like. So now the next thing is I always love to put the end of my workflow, though we don't actually need this now. But to connect it from the beginning and to make our work easier, I'll add the WhatsApp chat codes, the WhatsApp nodes that send
back the messages to the WhatsApp account. So we click on send message. So when I click on send message now, one thing is how to reconnect my API account to WhatsApp. So I have to go to the Meta developer account. I hope you all have a Meta developer account because this will give you access to the WhatsApp API for you to be able to use the WhatsApp API. If you don't have a approved developer account, you might not be able to use the WhatsApp API. So I'm going to go to my developer account. So I already have an already start app already on my Meta developer account. So you can always find a video on how to create a Meta developer account and how to verify it and how to create your app and get access to various APIs for WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, or any other platforms that is Meta supported that you can actually use. So I'm going to go for this verify solution. So once I click this, so I wait for it to load. So once it's loaded, all what I need to review right here is my access token for it to be able to send message back to our WhatsApp chat bot. So I'm going to come to WhatsApp here. I'll click on the API setup. So when I click on the API setup, I'm going to regenerate my access token for me to be able to have access to what's called to the WhatsApp API, for it to send back message to my AI chatbot. So let me just reconnect my account and my access token is cool. So let me just come here and reconnect this back. Let me retry. So we are good. I think we should work now. All right, so we are cool. So yeah, when you have this recipient phone number, all you have to do is to drag this WhatsApp ID. That's the phone number of the person sending this message. So this is the phone number of the person sending this message. It is 091, blah, 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 stuff like that. So you just drag it from what's called from your inputs to this recipient's phone number and just drag it there and make sure it is in expression. Then text message. Then you can always just let me just use text. Say we are two text running it. Let me just use text. But let me text it there. Alright, so we're actually good with this and I've received the results already in my backend here on my WhatsApp phone. So the next thing right here right now is for us to actually define our inputs. So now most times you have people uh that will want to send voice messages. Sometimes people might send text. Sometimes customers will actually send an image that okay, I send the particular shoe image. Please, do you have this so shoe in your store? So now what we have to do is for our AI agent to be able to respond accordingly to what the customers are making inquiries for. Maybe the customers are sending voice note, which we have to transcribe into a text message, or they are sending text message, or they are sending documents, or they are sending images. But for this tutorial exactly, I'm not going to go to document and image, but it's still the same process. I'm just going to go for voice and also for text messages. So just click on the add node button and look for switch. So what this switch does is to actually help us route our items into different expressions or rules. So maybe when the incoming messages is text, it helps us route it to text. Or if the incoming messages is voice, it routes it to the voice where it takes place and it transcribe the messages and stuff more like that. Or if the incoming messages is document, it does everything you want it to do. That's what the switch node actually do. It separates it filters your what's called the incoming messages into different categories. So I don't want to go deeper into that. You can always find tutorials on the different node on anything and their functions. So now let's pick on the switch node. And on this switch node, my first value, I'll just click on what's called from here now, we only have text. So let's track the body. That's the text message we had. Then I'll rename it to be text. Then it exists. Then click on, make sure you convert. You click on these convert styles where required. So the next thing is I'm going to test. Yeah, we actually have one more item. Now, for me to be able to test for more again, I'll still need, oh, sorry, I have to, I have to do this. So I still want to add for more voice also. So all I have to do is now test my workflow again and go back to my WhatsApp and send a voice note. Hello, good afternoon. I would love to make an inquiry. So I just sent a voice note to my AI agent now, and it has successfully executed. So let's see what we have here. Return because why? Messages that are text. We didn't train our switch node to return the voice message. So all I have to do is add another routing rule for it to also return our output as voice also. So all I have to do is drag the voice ID. Where is it? Drag it here. So once you drag it here, make sure it exists, and they can rename output to make it voice. Sorry, and let's make it voice. So let's see what we have. Can you see we have text, we have voice. You can also send images if you want. Let's say I want to send images too. I can also add another what's called routing rule for it to be able to also give us images back, especially in case if some customers just send images that okay, please, I want to ask about this particular product, and you already have that image of that product in your what's called in your product files or product anyhow where it is located, you can always you can always goes to that document to make to check what is in the document and also how it is and all the information you need to know about what is in that document. So it's still the same process, but I won't be going into that for this tutorial. Or if you have any questions or you across any difficulty while trying to set up document or image, you can always reach out to me and I'll gladly reply to your message. So for this test, I'll just click on edit tests, add more what's called node for us to be able to edit p text. So just leave it like that. I'll be coming back to that. Then for the voice, I also use the now we are sending from WhatsApp. We have to download that voice first before giving it to our OpenAI agent to transcribe that voice to text. So now for us to be able to download the voice from WhatsApp, you still have to go back to the WhatsApp business node cloud and look for download media. So just look for download media. And what's our media ID here? So these are media ID. So now let me test step. Can you see? So our media ID is here. Now, for us to be able to download this, we need to use our HTTP request to be able to download this particular audio, this particular voice from WhatsApp, so as we can also transcribe it to text. So I'm going to use my HTTP request for it. So on the HTTP request, I need to use the method is to actually get. Now, remember we use download or what's called voice from using that WhatsApp business download media upload. So all you have to do is it's going to provide you with a URL. Is that URL that you're going to drag here. Now once you drag that URL here, you come back here where it asks for authentication, use predefined credential type And when it asks you to select the credential type, look for WhatsApp API, look for WhatsApp API, and just click it. Then test step. Can you see our file is ready and we can be able to download it from here? So our ACP request is ready. And the next thing is for us to actually transcribe that voice to what's called to text. I'm going to use the OpenAI to transcribe the voice to text. So, um, transcribe a recording. Click on transcribe a recording. So once you click on transcribe a recording audio, you have to connect your Open API first uh, to your API keys, and everything's gonna work well. So let's see. Let's see what we have. Can you see? It has already transcribed that audio recording I sent at the beginning, which is hello, good afternoon. I would love to make an inquiry. And we are actually good to go. So once it has transcribed our recording, the next thing for us to do is actually to edit set. So we can have just a rough or a raw text instead of bringing us jargons. So also use that same edit text. That's the edit feed mode. So once you have done it, just click here and drag it here. And that's all. Let's test. That's what we have. So we are good to go. Now I'm going to bring this here. So we are good to go. Now the next thing is to create our AI agent. That's going to be the motherboard of our workflow. That's where the real work is. All these are just step one. The main step is the engine room of our chatbot. That's the AI agent. So I'm going to connect our AI agents here. Our AI agents. So when you click on your AI agents, you have to click on require specific format and add options. That's the system message. So I already have a what's called a system message that I've already drafted on my what's called notepad. And I'm just going to copy that system message. And what the system message says here is, hey, you're a helpful assistant with memory and neural capabilities. Blah blah blah. Remember, you have access to Superbase tools for memory storage and retrieval. Before you create a response, you must save all messages received to blah blah blah. And do not continue unless you receive the message inside the blah blah blah. So you all have all these. I'll drop these prompts on the comment section so you can also have access to it. So just copy it and just drop it in your system message. So once you drop it in your system message, connect the chat model. So for this, I'm going to be using OpenAI chat model. For it, I'm using GPT-4. Let me use GPT-4. So I'm using GPT-4. Then the memory, I'll be using a simple memory for it. So I'll be using simple memory for it. Also, so for the tool, I'm going to add my Google Sheet to which contains all the information about this product I'm working the chat bot for. So this is actually for a company that sells herbal products for females, basically. So there, I have the information about all their product, their facts, FAQs, and everything you need to know about their product. Everything is stored on the Google Sheet. I'm going to click on the Google Sheet node to have access to it and also allow our AI agent to be able to read and also have access to the Google Sheet. So the first Google Sheet I have here is the US code. I'm going to I've connected my Google Sheet account already. So I'm going to choose. So I have Tisanti product. So the first one is going to be my product. Product. So I'm going to say it is. And now there's one mistake that most people actually make when it comes to this check before you start your workflow, especially when you are training your AI agent to run some specific tasks. You have to rename your node. Now let's see what name exactly do we give our nodes here for all these Google Sheets. So let's see. So we have product information and support issue. So this is going to be for the first Google Sheet we are linking with our AI agent. So which contains the product information. We name it. Then I can also add another what's called, which is the FAQs, Google Sheets notes. Okay, sorry, Google Sheets notes. So I'm also going to choose the Santi product. So this is actually the everything, the product link, the product name, the product price, product description, the product topic, like everything you need to know about TCP. Then these are some FAQs, that's customer issues, support problem, solution for our AI agents to be able to answer their questions very, very well. So let's say these are some common questions that people might ask. Okay, I can't sleep well at night. I can't do this, blah, 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 stuff like that. So that's what all these uh, support issues do, so that we'll be able to train our AI agent on how to respond accordingly to customers' requests, to customers' issues. So I'm able to come back to my workflow, just click on it. So this one will be for my customer issues. So let's see what we have here. Those support issues. So you can still name it anywhere, but make sure the name you are giving it is corresponding with the one on your AI agent. So let's see what we need. So we are actually good. Let's test our flow and see what we have here. Okay, I think we have issues with our memory. So memory was good. I'll just define below and see. So let me see it. Unless test. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so we have to try this here. Our phone. Sorry. So let's test it and let's see what we have. So let's see. Let's see the results we actually have here. So I guess our workflow is actually working right here. So how to connect these also, that's for the text to the AI agent. So then also connect this to for it to be able to respond accordingly. So of course I'm here to help you. What would you like to inquire about? Can you see our output is very, very, very clean. We have everything. Of course I'm here to help you. What would you like to inquire about? So that's the results we are having. So we are going to make sure it sends back a message to our customers back. So send message. Let's see. So we still have to try. We still have to do this again. Here, we still have to do this again, and come to here and just drag it here. So let's see. All right. So it's coming back with text. Remember, we just use it to text here. So I'm going to delete this and just come back here to what our output it's saying here. So just click it and let's see what we have. Can you see our response? So it has actually responded here on my WhatsApp account. Of course, I'm here to help you. What we like to inquire about. So we're actually good to go. Our AI agent is ready. So what I can actually do right here is to test how it works here and let's see if our AI agent is actually working out very, very well. So I'm just going to text it. And ask our AI agents. So, all right, so what product do you have? Okay, we're having an error here. So, let's see the error we're having here. Flow. Okay, now I could see where the error is. Remember when we were writing our text message, we were able to what's called edit our was our message here. So, uh, drag it here as usual. The way we did our first steps. So let's test the walkthrough again. It should actually work now. Since we've done all the necessary corrections on the AI agents. So we still having the questions. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's say I know where the issue is. Alright, so I'm going to drag this here. So and we are good to go. So left tests. And let's see what we have. So it's actually running it up right now. So let's see. Let's see again what we have. So it has returned back all the information. Thanks for making inquiry. We currently have decent herbal relief teas, powerful herbal team blend. Okay. So I could just prompt it again. That's how much is it? So let's see. Alright, so it has replied me. The decent herbal tea is priced as follows. One pack of Tisana 5,000. Blah 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 stuff like that. So it has replied me. Now let me ask questions. Okay, I what if I can't sleep well at night? Okay, I have to test the operated and see what we have. What if I can't sleep well at night? And let's see what we have. All right. Distant herbal relative will actually be a solution. It is formulated to promote calmness, encourage restful sleep, calming botanical blend, and lots more. Can you see our AI agent is ready? And this runs 24/7.
Sorry, please, can you hear my voice? Mm, can you hear me? So, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, you guys never seems to amaze me. Like, as that now, you guys just like amazing. Like, so that's just it about the WhatsApp agent. It's almost time now. Mm, let me go through questions because I didn't even go through any question from the beginning. Okay, if the voice note is in pidgin, I think your system prompt is going to do that work. All you need to do is just make sure you convert it to text first. ChatGPT speaks pidgin now. ChatGPT speaks pidgin, so your system was called your system will do the rest of the work. Alright, so guys, you guys you want yourself. Which one is it be like magic? It's not magic. It's not magic. Because it's your turn to practice. Everywhere go blur. Nothing is blurring here. No, nothing is blurring. It makes it so it looks so easy. It's easy now. Automation is easy. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I've practiced more and more. I've been building workflows back to back. That's why I actually feel it's easy. But it's easy for you. If I know what to build, the only thing that might give me see automation can never give me issues. The only issues I can face in automation today is APIs and stuff like that. That's the only thing that can give me issues. Then there's one crazy aspect of automation, especially when you are dealing with binary data. Bro, that binary data go one year. So that part also. These two straight. But apart from those two stuffs, I don't think there's anything that can really give me issues in automation. All right, so our speaker is ready. I'm going to continue answering your questions after this class. But for now, our speaker is ready. Let me bring him in so we can reply most of our questions. He's he's ready. I don't want to delay him because he has some other things to do. So let me bring him in. I'm going to be switching to my next device. Means the next voice I'm going to be hearing is going to be him and not me. So I'm going to open this screen now. Okay, Mr. Tosin, I hear with us, sir.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. And an honor to be here to join this conversation. I also want to quickly say a very big well done and kudos to our host, Emmanuel, for bringing this together. I strongly believe that this is an important conversation, and when he told me about it, I knew I needed to be here because it's an honor it will be an honor to just contribute one or two things to the conversation. All right, so I won't waste our time because I know that a lot has been said. I just want to say a few things that I think we need to pay attention to if we are going to be able to work on everything that we are here to learn. Um, let me just start by saying that, you see, being in a trench is actually normal. I know that will sound odd, but I think is normal. And I think the challenge with a lot of people, I think the challenge with a lot of people is that when when they begin to see that kind of life as something that is not part of life, let me put it that way. When you begin to see something that is that kind of life as something that is not part of life itself, then the problem begins because I believe transformation starts from the mind, and anything that has to do with your mind is attached to your belief system. So if your belief system about something is not right, then it will be so difficult um, for you to get results in that area of your life if your belief system about it is not resourceful. So whatever result that you want to really have in your life, I personally believe that it starts with your mind and it starts with your belief system. So the question is, that kind of life that you are living right now that you are not really so happy about, that kind of life that you are living right now that is so difficult, what do you see about it? um, how do you see the process? You know, what are the what are your belief what are your beliefs about that particular life? Okay, so it's a question that I will leave for you. I will just allow you to answer those questions, later when you are alone and all of that. But I want you to know first that losing everything is not theoretical. All right. Losing everything is not theoretical. Life happens. Life happens. So when we talk about losses, it's not something that we are just coming here to say or to talk about like it's in a book that we are reading or something. It's practical, it's real. I was sharing, I think was it our last speaker that was talking about, sharing our own life journey and all of that. It's just the way it works for everybody. So when you see people doing great things, maybe in your community, maybe on social media, you see people posting this and that. Oh, I just got this apartment, or I just landed this job, or I just created this organization, this company, I just changed my job, blah blah blah, and all of that. Don't think that is all that there is. There is more to everything that you see. Because the moment you think that every good thing you see around you is what they have without any challenge whatsoever, you will begin to blame yourself for the kind of life that you are living. Because the society has been designed to live out the bad part for you. You would not know. You would think everything is rosy, and you begin to look down on your own self, and you begin to look down on your own process. Please, can you confirm if you can still hear me loud and clear? All right. So I just have a few more minutes, and I just want to really be able to charge us into how can we be able to, transition from whatever trenchy that we have right now. Yeah, I know that's what the topic says, right? Your ticket out of trenches. So please, can you hear me? Sorry, can you confirm that you can
Yeah,
still
okay,
hear
I can
me?
hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir.
All right, great, great, great. Thank you so much. So, before I go on, let me just briefly tell you a few things about my personal self and what actually formed my belief that no matter what trenches you are, there's a workbook. You can actually walk out of it. It's possible. All right. It is very, very possible. No matter how difficult, and this is not about some kind of baseless motivation. It is possible. Okay, now I'm not saying that it will be like a magic, and then somebody will just you just jam something and it will just happen overnight. That's not what I'm saying. It might take some processes, it might take time, but it is possible. Okay, so myself, for example, well, for it's a different story for different people. For me, it's not like, oh, I was doing well, things were bumbling, and then all of a sudden, life happens, and then film, everything disappears. I know that's some kind of stories that are common out there, and everything just disappeared, film, and then I had to now start all over again, blah blah blah, and all of that was tough. Yeah, mine was not like that though, but for me, it was that I started on the wrong foot. It's about my own journey, my challenges, what I went through in life. Um, I'll just make it short. I grew up in several communities. I didn't grow up with my parents fully. I grew up in several local environments. So by the time I was done with my secondary school, guys, I see. The point is, I didn't even know that I didn't know anything. All right, you know what we call local champions. When you are not exposed, when you are confined within some kind of environment, you actually think that you are doing well until you step out and discover that life is beyond what you know. Life is beyond what you think you have achieved or your own success. So my point is, during secondary school period, my school, primary, secondary school, I was brilliant. Top of the class. I've never done beyond fourth position during my primary and secondary school. I didn't go beyond fourth position, rather. I remember vividly primary school. I still have some of those report cards well kept. First, second, third. I think the list I saw is fourth. So, but trust me, guys, after my secondary school, everything about me was actually wrong. E.g., my spoken English. So after my secondary school, so I don't have the opportunity to step out, worked on my admission. I think I didn't even pass jump to enter university. I mean, my mark couldn't go to university. So I went to a college of education first, and that was when I realized that my spoken English was bad. Like it was not normal. So in fact, if after my secondary school, if I'm invited to come to this place, you guys will just be like, who is this person? What kind of rubbish and English is this? I'm still not as good as I want to be, right? But growth has happened. And today, by the grace of God, I've been able to speak in several platforms. I have my organization, my academy. I've coached a lot of people on productivity, accountability structures. I've worked with different organizations. I've led several project teams and all. But it was not like that some few years ago. All right. The boldness was not even there. The confidence was not even there. There were so many things that were so wrong about me. But question is, what was I able to do that has actually brought me here so far? All right. So I just had to quickly touch that. So I can just be able to relate with some of us that maybe we think that, oh, anybody that you see that is doing well out there is just opportunity or is privilege, or maybe they are born with silver spoon in their mouth, or maybe they have some unfair advantage that you don't have. That is a brilliant lie. It's a brilliant lie. All right. There is no, of course, these advantages, they exist, they are there. These opportunities, privileges, they are there. There are some people that they have those those fair share of life, that they have things to leverage on while they are young. They had no issues. Capital was there, connections was there. They just had to leverage it for what they are doing today. But it's not like that for everybody. All right. So to just make it quick and all of that, so that we can, we can go on to the next thing. So there are actually three categories of skills that matters. All right. So if you want to really be able to get your straight ticket out of trenches or whatever your own trenches is and all of that, so it's actually about skills. Skills are what rebuild your life, not stuff. Not the money. See, money is important. There's no debate about that. Money is good. People and blah, 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 blah. But what really um rebuild your life, and if you want to move from one trend or whatever, it's about the skills that you have. All right. So you might want to write this down somewhere. Skills are what rebuild your life, not stuff, not properties, not money, not resources. Skills are what rebuild your life. So there are three categories of skills that matters, and this is how it will make sense to you. Okay. So there are three categories of skills that matter. The first one that I want to talk to you about is what we call transferable skills. So now, don't forget that we are actually talking about your ticket out of trenches. And so everything I want to talk about is actually around this subject matter. So what are the skills that you need to have, that you need to pay attention to, that will help you to transition from wherever you are now to where you really want to be? All right. So there are three skills, like I said. So number one is transferable skills. And when we talk about transferable skills, we talk about your core abilities, strengths that you can apply, across various jobs, roles, or industries. Excuse me, guys, just 1 second.
All right, so
All right, so transferable skills. So when we talk about transferable skills, they are core abilities, like I said, or strengths that you can apply across various jobs and roles or industry. Now, why does this actually matter? See, you have to accept that this is more like living on the streets. Okay. So when life happens to you, then you need to be a street guy. Let's see, this is not about, like I said, this is not some kind of motivational talk. And that was why I started by saying that the first thing is that you need to accept your current reality, that I am here. Now here we did currently. And you need to do like you did street. But I love the way the team, if you look at the team, when Emmanuel first sent me the team of this conversation, I was like, which kind of street topic with this? Ticket out of trenches. So you need to be able to see yourself that life is not about just being in one place. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, what are the kind of skills that I need that can help me to survive in anywhere? So, and it has to be it has to be part of your life. This is not even about whether you need them to move from being in a difficult position to a place that is okay. It's just what you need to have, because like I said, life happens. And this is not even applicable to people who are not doing well. currently. So let's say you are here now, and I mean, it's not important that something is wrong with you before you can be a part of this conversation. It's okay. Let's say your own life is even doing well, life is rosy and all of that. But I can tell you, I'm not saying that I'm not a coach who create fears in people's mind and all of that. But the reality is life happens. So you need to be prepared for anything. And the first way or the best way to prepare for anything is to equip yourself with what we call transferable skills. These are skills that wherever you find yourself, let's say anything happened tomorrow, you lose your job, or for any reason whatsoever, you need to relocate. See, nobody knew that COVID was coming. Nobody knew. And it changed a lot of things with a lot of people. It changed the way businesses are being run. It changed the way governments are, organizations are being governed. It changed a lot of people's career. All right. So this is actually not about telling you that something bad will happen to you and all. It's about preparing for on or for what was the right way to put it now? For possibilities. It's about preparing for possibilities. All right. So it could be that maybe you are working in an organization and you can ask. This has happened to a lot of people in the career. They were doing fine. They had no problem with their workspace, with the people they are working with at their place of work. But just because the government of that country just changed the protocol, or they changed some, what's they call it, so I'm looking for the right for the right word. They change strategies, or the operational systems, conduct, or any kind of, they sign some kind of law regulations that changed things for that organization. It has happened. For example, this has happened to banking systems. And a lot of people lost their job because they could not cope with the new regulation that every bank must adapt to. So the bank needs to roll out some employee and employ people who can actually work, or who has the skill that can help them to remain in the market. So you cannot actually predict what will happen, whatever the niche, or in fact, if you have let's say you are even a creator on social media. I know our last speaker spoke about that a lot. You are a creator on social media, you have a huge followers online. You can never predict what the social media game will be tomorrow or in the next month. Look at the way Mark is changing community regulations and everywhere on all the meta platforms. You cannot predict. I have a good network on Facebook and LinkedIn. As I'm talking to you now, I know some of my friends that they were doing well on Facebook, huge followers. They had engaging followers, and the number is also there right now. It's just like figures. Those people, they are nowhere to be found. And the point is, the cause is primarily the regulation of Facebook. They are now restricting the reach and all of that. You cannot predict what will happen. Now imagine someone who has built his own life and success around that activity without any other backup anywhere. So you need to prepare like we are on the street. So this is actually not for people who are in the trenches. This is for everybody. So you must have transferable skills. And like I said, they are skills that can help you to survive anywhere in case of a change of job, a change of industry. So they are not tied to specific profession. So, and that's what makes them valuable if you are changing your career, rebuilding from scratch, or stepping into new opportunities. And examples of such skills are like, communication skills, leadership skills, problem solving skills, teamwork, team leadership. These are skills that can, if you really build yourself up in those particular skills, you can survive anywhere. So what you want to do right now is, after this session, you want to go out there. What are the transferable skills that I need to build? And see, you know what? The point is, some of these skills are not new. Like, you are good at them, just like you don't know that you are good at them and you don't pay attention to them. So all you need to do is just to make your research on, okay, what are transferable skills? What are the examples of our transferable skills? And you now begin to look at those examples, and you can Google them. You can even use AI to research them. So you now pick like 5. I'm giving you a task now because I want you to be practical. So you now pick like the 5 that are related to you, and you now begin to learn more about those skills. Don't just assume that you know them. You need to learn more. If you need to take courses on them, if you need to take what's it called, certification on them, to be so good at it that it can position you to be able to navigate through any space if need be. All right. So the second skills are what we call technical, because I want to make it quick. Technical or marketable skills. All right. And this is where, all these obvious skills come into place that are technical. Oh, I'm a writer. I'm so good at writing. I'm a designer, teaching, coding, and etc. So, and then the third one is what I call internal skills. So sometimes you have these transferable skills. You have, these technical marketable skills, but you don't have those internal skills. These internal skills are what we call, I usually refer to them as shock absorber. All right. So when you are passing through difficulties, or when things are not working as they should, or when you just find yourself in a new environment and things are not working out yet, there are some skills that you need to build that will help you to, scale through that process, and that will keep you intact until you begin to see results. So this is where we have resilience. As simple as that is, it's not everybody that has resilience. I'm telling you, that's the truth. Okay, like being focused. Focus is very rare. It's just so common. It's commonly used, but not everybody can maintain focus. And you can begin to test yourself and ask yourself questions. So what was I doing 1 year ago? Is it the same thing that I'm doing this year? Okay, I'm not doing the same thing again. What made me shift my attention and focus? Is it reasonable enough for me to change gear? It's not everybody that can maintain focus. So you are currently working somewhere, things are not working yet. How well can you be able to keep your focus? That is if you believe that you're still going to be profitable at the long run. I'm not saying that you should stay stuck in something that is not working, but just because it's not working currently doesn't mean that it's doomed not to work, right? And just because things are working currently doesn't mean that it is meant to work forever. So you need to know what you are doing. Okay. So adaptability as well. How can you be able to adapt to new things? Some people, their problem is not that they don't have transferable skills, but let's say things happen or you need to change job, and you discover that just because you find yourself in a new environment where things are not what you are used to, or the kind of work ethics in that new environment is different from what you are used to, but just because you don't know how to adapt to new environment, it can affect you, that you will not be able to move on with the new opportunity, or with the new reality of your life. So the ability to adaptability is a skill, although it's a soft skill, but it's a skill that is not common, and you need to be able to have that if you want a straight ticket out of trenches. All right. So I used to tell myself something, and I tell my clients. I mean, when I say my clients, my accountability clients, I have people. I'm a productivity strategist and a coach, and I work with professionals, young professionals that they need accountability. They want someone like a coach to keep them ablaze. What's it called now? Help them to escape through challenges. Keep them reminded of what they want to do with their life, or maybe they have a particular goal that they are looking at, they want to achieve. So maybe they are so busy that they don't even know how to give time to those things. So I have clients like that I meet with regularly, like weekly, and then my team will send them reminders based on our agreement and all of that. So I often tell them, when we are sharing, personal lives and all of that, that if I let's say if I lose everything today, God forbid, I will not lose my things in Jesus' name. Say amen for me if you are there. So if I lose everything today, my ability to structure ideas, my ability to lead people and execute quickly will be my recovery capital. So the question is, what is your own capital? So let's say if life happens to you today and you lose things, or you lose the position that you have, or your job or something today, what will be your capital? There must be skills that are like your capital, that wherever you find yourself, if you lose anything today, you can leverage those capital that you have to build a system. Like it now becomes like when God brought back the capital of Zion or something. They were like, "Dear their dreams." For you, for Christians among us that knows that popular scripture, that it won't even feel like something has been lost. So you must ask yourself these questions every day. Don't just think that things will continue to be the way they are. So let's say you find yourself in a new environment today. What are your capital? That if you find yourself in any environment today, you are not able to move with any money or any clothing or any resources, and you don't know anybody there. What are your capital that you can use to get things or make things happen, or that you can use to build an empire? All right. So, what are the quickly before I round up? What are the strategies for rebuilding from scratch? I want to be able to, just paint this point down. So, I just want to register this like I've grouped them into 4 A's. Okay. So 4 A's, they are the strategies that you can use to rebuild from scratch. So the first A is access. And when you talk about your access, you talk about what do I still know right now and what do I still have. So the second one is audit. So this is like the steps that you need to take, right? The second one is like you auditing yourself now. So what do I know that can help me to rise again? So, and the third one will be that you act. So that's the third hey, you act. You act. So you need to start offering value. That's where you act now. You start offering. I think the last speaker spoke a lot about this, how you can go out there, use your social media platforms to give out value to people, to start reaching out to people, job opportunities, where you can get freelancing jobs and all of that. Don't just know. You must act on what you know. All right. So even if it is small, show up and serve others. All right. Then align. This one is my favorite. Is the last A, right? Align. Don't just build for money. You must build for mission. You need to build for a mission. What is the alignment of what you are doing with your life and what your life represents? Do you even have a purpose? That's the question that we need to start asking. It's a quick question. Is your life centered around a mission, or you are just living life on autopilot? Anyone that would take a ticket out of trenches cannot live a life on autopilot. You are just here in this life. You wake up, whatever comes your way is what you give a try. You just want to try out anything and all of that. You don't have a focus, a direction. You don't have a purpose for your life. You don't have a position. You don't have a niche where you want to play, where you want to build. Life does not work that way. So there has to be an alignment. All right. There are times that you would even have opportunity and the resources to work on something that you believe will bring result to your way. But just because you know that those things does not align with your core values, you don't do them. In fact, some of those things will come to you like a test, like your destiny testing you, that are you still sure that you are aligning? And some opportunities will just flow like wind. They will come to your direction. You will have the opportunity that, in fact, that time the money to do it will come for you. Somebody will just show up and say, I will give you the money to get this done, and you'll be like, oh more this one maga, this one opportunity, oh, let me quickly, and if you take a look around it, you discover that those things, they are like your destiny testing you. They don't align with your destiny. A lot of people have done things that way, opportunity to travel abroad, to jackpot or something. And just because they feel like, oh man, this is like moving forward, though, let me take this visa opportunity and use it to jackpot. And today, their life is not that their life has never remained the same way in the negative direction, right? So you need to ask yourself, how do I align myself with purpose, and all of that. So when you no longer have your job title, don't forget this, guys. Don't forget this. When you no longer have your job title, your mindset becomes your identity. Let me say that again. When you no longer have your job title, your mindset becomes your identity. All right. So as I round up, I just want you to, number one, just to buttress on a few things I've said. Number one, believe in yourself. All right. That whatever it is that you are going to right now is part of the process. Life is like that for everybody. Okay. Just in different ways. But everyone, some people, their own is that maybe they've escaped through, they've endured, and life is now rosy to them. If you sit them down and ask them questions, they will tell you the story of their life and their scars, all right, that people did not see. For some people, their life is looking very cool and awesome at the front end. But if you ask about their back end, you know that they are managing a lot of troubles and challenges that a lot of people are not seeing. So whatever it is that you are going through right now is part of your own cross. And you need to see it as part of your life, because that is what will give you the energy to push and get things done. All right. And then I talked about certain skills that you need to have, because skills are very important. You can't just live your life like you don't have anything that are like your capital that you can use to exchange value, you can use to exchange for value. So it is the value that you have that you use to exchange for success, for greatness. And how do you surround yourself with values? You must have the necessary skill sets. All right. And I talked about three set of skill sets that you must have. I said number one is transferable skills. Number two is technical skills, or maybe marketable skills, like we call them. And the third one, I said they are internal skills. All right. And I also told you that there are certain strategies that you need to, they are like basics, okay, for you to be able to rebuild from scratch. And I tagged them around haze. I said the first one is access, the second one audit, the third one act, the last one align. And I leave you with this quote that I want you to pay attention to and write down and never forget: that when you no longer have your job title, your mindset becomes your identity. Okay, so let me just also encourage you before I finally go, that it is important that you have what we call personal leadership. Okay, no matter what you are going through, no matter what, how difficult it is right now. See, I can relate, I understand, I've been there, to be honest. There are times that you don't even know what to eat in the next day, or maybe same day, say what you're going to eat in the evening or something. Life can be as tough as that. I have lived those kind of life, to be honest with you, right? So I know that sometimes, so if it will be like you are just saying all of these things, but you are not talking about the pain itself and how difficult it is to skip through. But I can tell you categorically that if your life is organized, and if you are able to lead yourself well, life is not as difficult as you think it is. Okay, so your ability to be able to organize yourself, even when you are under pressure, even when things are not working well, how you can be able to organize yourself, how you can be able to stay to your course, how you can be able to understand what you represent in life and stay true to your course and align and stay no matter what, is what we call personal leadership. And there's more to it anyway, but that's just the aspect that I want you to register. And I think you also need to be able to keep yourself accountable to your life no matter what. And even if you think life is rosy, and in fact, when life is rosy, that is the opportunity you have to quickly build a structure of accountability around you. Who are the people that keeps you ablaze? Who are the people that keeps you focused? Who are the people that ensure that you are doing the things that you want to do with your life at the right time? What are the goals that you have? Have you built a system around those goals so that you can be able to achieve them, when there are opportunities that you might not even know they exist and all. So personally, that's what I do anyways. I help people build structures around their life, get them accountable to the things that they want to achieve, whether it is specific or not really specific, but just to get their life moving forward, and all of that. So thank you so much, everybody. I believe that we've learned one or two things. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for having me. Yeah, that will be all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tosin. Thank you so much for that powerful section. I really learned a lot because there's one thing he made emphasis on: mindset. Mindset is actually one of the things that has kept a lot of people stuck. Mindset is one of the things that that has actually delayed a lot of people. One thing I realize is in this life is if your mind is scattered, your life will be scattered. And trust me, life is going to humble you if you don't fix your mindset. A lot of people don't have money problem. A lot of people don't have skill problem. They actually have what's called a mindset problem. Most people always think, oh, no, I'm not good enough. Most people think success is just for special people. I can't do what Favor is doing. She's a successful person. I can't do it. I can't do what Adaize is doing. I can't do what Eliwachi is doing. Most people, their mindset is what is actually limiting them. You think small because life condition you to play small. But the truth is, we've been talking about the 20s, the 20s, the 20s. 20s doesn't actually respect feelings. The 20s only respect people who rise with the right mindset, apply their skills, and position yourself. You need to fix your mindset. You need to grow your mindset. You need to feed your mind with things that are going to help your life. Because if your mindset is still trapped in fear, confusion, and comparing yourself with other people and self doubt, you will just be stuck. We will just come here over again. Why people are posting their testimonials, why people are succeeding, why people are doing great things, you are just there sabotaging yourself just because your mindset is not right, just because you've not fixed up your mindset. All of us here in this room, we have lost a lot, everything, opportunities, relationships, even money. Some people currently are in a space where it feels like nothing is working. I've been there before. There was a phase in my life I was stagnant. I I actually know what to do, but I didn't even know where to start. I was stuck. I was just there. Nothing was working for me. No, like everything was just somehow. I don't have money. But look at me right now today. Look at me here I am today. Might be trying everything, but those doors keep closing. Maybe deep down within you, you feel like I'm tired. Questioning even if success is actually for you, if you can actually do this. But one thing I have to know is I have been there before. Most of speakers that spoke tonight have been there before. These trenches that we've been talking about, it doesn't respect emotions at all. These trenches define your future. It's what you do now that is going to speak of your future. I was watching this evening before I joined this space. I was watching a TikTok video. A popular Nollywood actor. He was talking about how he regretted, like he was a smoker, but he's currently in his old age. He was regretting why he was smoking, and he was trying to advise young adults to stop smoking, drinking, blah blah blah. And seriously, if I knew if it was the young adults day, if people were telling him to stop smoking, he'd be like, come on, you're saying rubbish. But now, he's in his old age, he's regretting what he has done during his young adult. What you do today hmm, will determine your future. You can keep watching other people succeed. You can keep watching other people post their wins. You can keep watching other people post their testimonials. And you are stuck. It won't change anything. That's just it. Those who will win will win. I remember one of my boss, my mentor in this space, he said something this evening or this afternoon. He said we how do I put it? He said our results can never be the same because we have different things that is chasing us. That's one of the things I do tell my guys, my friends, people in my community that there's one Yoruba will say, "Nkan tó ń lé wa ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀." What is chasing each and every one of us is different. We can never have the same kind of results. My result might be different from yours. The way we position ourselves can never be the same. We might be in the same room. You and your friend can be in the same room. You have the same skill, the same AI automation skill, and yet your result can never be the same. Because why? Your positioning is different. Positioning is very, very different. You can never have the same result because what is chasing at every one of you is different. So, if there's one thing I want you guys to take from tonight is you can rebuild. Who says you can? You can actually start over, but you have to fix your mindset. You have to surround yourself with the right community. You have to surround yourself with the right circle. Who are you moving with? Who are those in your circle? Who are those that you work with? Are there people impacting your life, or you are moving with friends that are not adding any values to your life? All of your conversations are all about women,
going to the latest club. You don't even talk about money. You don't even talk about businesses. You don't even talk about life. You don't talk about career. Are you in the right circle? Apostle Samuel always say something. If you have three fools as friends, then check well. You guys are not three. You're actually four because as long as you're working with a fool, that means you yourself, you are a fool. Your circle determines the kind of person you are. Your circle determines the kind of person that people will actually look, okay, this is the kind of person you are. Your circle plays a big role in what you are going to become. So tonight we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot. I know most people always feel like Mr. Tosin always said earlier, don't feel like what's called everything is going to go smoothly. Today is 4th of June. Presently, I haven't gotten any offer in this freelancing apart from the permanent job I'm working with, the AI industry I'm working with. I have not gotten any offer. The last time I got offer was the first week of July, and it's almost 3 weeks. I haven't gotten any offer yet. Talk of May, April. I got offers back to back. But June, July, I only got offers first week of June. Then from since then, I haven't gotten any other offer. Now, things won't be going smoothly as you actually think it's going to be. Success is not just for special people, it is for everybody. Some of you right now that are listening to me, you're already in the 20s. You've tried everything, you've done a lot of things, but nothing is working for you. You have the skills. You're just a knowledgeable bookman. I just love using that word, knowledgeable bookman, because I was once in that stage, and it was one particular person that God used for me to come out of that mindset, come out of that life, not to just be a knowledgeable bookman, like just being cho. I one of my boss said something this afternoon that stop me he talked about making noise or what's called. One thing I always tell people is everybody will come online to do cho, we'll talk, but we'll face reality when we come to ourselves. Everybody will talk online, everybody will abuse themselves, everybody will fake results, everybody will do a lot of I make 5K in 5 months, I do this, but we are going to wait. Our reality is actually waiting for us where we are. So, if you think you have the skills, but your current balance doesn't actually show for it, a lot of people have bought courses, you followed a lot of mentors, yet you feel stuck. See, let me tell you something. Life doesn't care about your degrees, your certificates, or how long you have been struggling. I was telling someone last week that I don't even know why I'm currently running my MSc. So I was having a conversation with a friend. I was like, I don't even know why I'm even running this MSc because even the BSc I did, I never used the certificate. I studied medical biochemistry, and I'm a graduate. I saved, and throughout my working career in 9 to 5, I have never worked anything related to medical biochemistry. I work in marketing department. My last job was a marketing lead in a real estate company. I work in marketing throughout all my life, sales and marketing. I worked in. So tell me, how is sales and marketing related to medical biochemistry? It's not even related, but because I have the skills, even right from my university days, I have started developing myself to face the reality out there. So your certificate doesn't matter. Life doesn't care about your degrees. Life doesn't care about your certificate. Life doesn't care about how far you have been struggling. The world only responds to those who decide to fight back, not those who want to fight with noise, not those who want to fight with strategy, not those who want to fight with position and the right movement. Like I don't know, especially newbies, people that you are supposed to sit down and learn from, you are dragging them. I don't know what's you know, I don't you see this Twitter, I don't even want to go into that because it's a story for another day. Let's just focus on why we are here. So all our speakers tonight, right from Mr. Mrs. Ada, Mr. Tosin, Alpha Queen, Favor, they have done practical justice to everything we need to learn tonight. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with these things. Number one, fix your mindset. I talked about mindset earlier. Mr. Tosin, make emphasis on mindset. See, mindset is going to limit you, is going to self-sabotage you for long, that you will think you have skill problem, but you don't actually have the skill problem. It's actually mindset problem you're having. I fought mindset. I'm talking from experience. I know how many years my mindset. There's one thing. There's one thing my pastor will say. Will say something. He was like, okay, maybe you went for a visa interview, because most of us actually used to have that kind of mindset, and they said 5,000 people. If 5,000 people went for a visa interview, and out of that visa interview, they are only going to pick one person. Most of us will have limited yourself that I'm one person out of 5,000 people. It can never be me. Why? Because we've already failed from your mindset. You've already talked down on yourself based on your mind. You've already limited yourself from your mind. Okay, something happened today in school. My first semester result was pasted, blah blah blah. So there was a particular course that gave every one of us a tough time last semester. So actually that course they said only two people passed. The rest of the people, they what's called they just give them C. 50 the pass mark, the rest of they just give them C. Now a lady beside me just said something, she said, if only two people pass. So she now mentioned two people's name that she knows that okay, these are the two people that will pass. That the rest of the people they are the one that give C. And unfortunately, the two names she mentioned, which are the scholars, that's the scholars of the department, were not even the one that even passed. All of them even got C. The people that they didn't even expect were even the one that got the highest grade. Why? That's their own mindset. They believe they cannot achieve that. They've already believed in their mind that okay, when they are calling scholars in the department, when they are calling scholars, when they are calling successful people, I can't do what Ade is doing. Ade is backing this back to back on Fiverr. I can't. I don't feel near him. He has some, and we're all having the same brain, but it's just that our mindset is different. The way we operate is different. My speed is different from yours. What is chasing me is different from what is chasing you. Fix your mindset. If your mindset stays small, your life is going to stay small. If you cannot dream big, your life is going to stay small. If you cannot play the big game, your life is going to stay small. You need to fix your mindset first before you can actually live 20s that we are talking about. You need to fix your mindset. Secondly, build your skills, because it's your skills that is going to pay your bills. Mr. Totin said that it's your skill that is going to pay your bills. And let me tell you, you can have that skill, and that skill will not still pay your bills if you are not positioned properly. That's just it. You can have that skills, and that skill will still not pay your bills if you are not positioned properly. I was talking to someone, I was narrating a story. I have a friend, and most times when I remember a story, it always pains me. It always pains me a lot because how I wish he can actually do more better. This my friend is a full stack web developer, a full stack web developer. He has more than 5 years to 6 years of experience, but like I don't know. No, I still believe there are some things beyond natural. Yeah, because in every front end, there's back end. Behind every result, behind every long night studies, still don't forget the place of prayer. If you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, don't forget the place of prayer. This guy is so knowledgeable that if you quote, this guy can build a full stack website in a week. Something that is going to take people months in different language, whether it's CSS, whether it's Python, whether it's Django. This guy is very, very good at it. But yet, this guy does not have anything to show for it. Like, he still struggles. Should we say this guy is having a skill problem, or is not positioning himself well? What exactly is the issue? So now, what am I trying to say is you can have these skills, bro, and still be broke. Why a newbie that just joined the space within the point of 1 month will get a job if he knows how to position himself more than you. See, skills is 40%. The remaining 60% is showing up, building your public profile, letting people know about you, positioning yourself. If you are skilled, if you are very good at something and people don't know you, who wants to give you a job? Except if you have the right network. If you know you are someone, you don't have the right network, you don't have people to refer you for a job, and you are the one that is very shy to post, that what will people say? You are the one shy to post content, that you are the one that is very shy to do things that okay, I'm scared though. That's one of the things that limited me. I've been in this space for a while, but I was always afraid of showing up here. I was always about what will people say? Am I ready? Like that was one thing that limited me. I was scared. I was very, very scared. In fact, up to this moment, I still fight that spirit of fear because whenever I want to post a content on Twitter, yes, I'm the type of person like I hate drama in my life. I hate drama. Forget, I'm a man, but I'm not strong. That's just me. I'm not a strong man. I hate drama. Anything that will cause, especially this Twitter, because I know any little mistake, they will drag the hell out of you. And I don't want that. I don't want to spoil my reputation. I don't want people to, I'm building a good profile. I don't want anything to stain my white. So sometimes, whenever I want to post a content on Twitter, especially this Twitter, I always cross check first. Are people going to drag me? Okay, I said something just one tweet to that. I don't even say anything bad. Just yesterday. Was it yesterday or this morning? I can't remember. Maybe yesterday evening. I did if I posted something about if you're not making money in this current space where that you're lazy, blah blah blah. Then I quoted the post that I said that a few weeks ago that um freelancing is a number game that you cannot apply to 100 jobs and get rejected. That means if you get rejected, that means you have a skill problem because growth plus volume is equals to lot of income. I've gotten a lot of threats in my DM. People that has the audacity to come to my DM, they came to my DM to talk. Some even said, you have opportunity and his enemy is going to come down. And this is one of the things I always avoid. In fact, I almost wanted to go and delete that tweet. That tweet I made yesterday. I almost wanted to go and delete it. But my friend said I should not, I should leave it. I just left it that way. And I didn't reply anybody. It's only a few people that make sensible comments that I replied. Now that's something that's one of the fears that holds people down. You know, Apostle is my favorite teacher, Apostle Femi Lazarus, who always say something. The people that succeed in this life are people that are audacious. He said it in Yoruba. Let me say it in Yoruba. Ẹni láti san lórí. It sounds funny, right? Ẹni láti san lórí. If you really want to succeed, you have to be audacious. You have to have that spirit of audacity that you don't actually care what people will say. Please, what are they feeding you? If you go broke today, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. I watched a content yesterday. A couple in the United Kingdom posted a particular video. They pranked their what's called their cousins, their brothers and Nigerians that they are broke. They need money. I swear to God, from the content they posted yesterday, none of their people in Nigeria could raise 100,000 naira from them. And this UK couple have been the ones sending money home to Nigeria, sending money to people, sending like buying things for them, sending money to people. Now, do you think people actually care for you? People actually care because of what they are getting. If you disappear today, nobody cares about you. People will move on. Life goes on. Life doesn't care. So tell me, why are you scared of what people will say? That's one thing that limited me for long. Always scared of what people will actually say. And I had to break free from it. Like, why are you scared? See, you know what fear did to me at some point? I left WhatsApp. Now I didn't even leave WhatsApp. I just turned off my what's called privacy. Why? Because Apart from me helping people, I get a lot of requests in my DMs. And I'm the type of person I don't know how to turn down offer. Especially if I don't view your message, I can easily like that I don't view your message. But if I view your message, I will just look for a way. I get a lot of billion requests, especially for my especially for my second gender. I do not really request. I'm very like I said, I'm not strong. I don't know how to like I don't know how to say no. That's one of fear. I'm learning how to say no. I have to learn it in a hard way. Now, if you come to my DM, I will chest you. If you are not someone I care about, I'll just is that some I don't even reply. I don't care. I won't even reply. If it's not something that makes sense, I won't even reply. I don't even have the time now. That was the manner of then, but the manner of now, everything has changed. So build your skills because your skill is going to pay your bills when you position yourself very, very well. Thirdly, surround yourself with people who will stretch you, not people who will drain you. I don't know how to overemphasize on this. See, this year, while coming to this year, I made one of the resolution I made this year was a lot of friends I have, I'm cutting them off. And I did it. If you are not adding values to my life today, forget about it. I can never reach out to you. It's just we will only be greeting ourselves, hello, hello, good evening, and the conversation ends there. Or if you have anything to do, I can help you and it ends there. Or but you see me sharing my no, it can never happen. Surround yourself with people that have likely goals with you, people that are ready to push you to achieve greater things, people that will keep you on toes to do greater things. Don't surround yourself with people that don't care about life. Like they don't even care. They feel like life goes on, anything, money will come. They believe in luck. I have a friend. He always believes in luck. That's just it. He believes in luck. He will feel like Omo, even if you work, he just believes money will come. That's a wrong mindset. I have to cut him off. If your friends are not adding value to your life, please cut them off. This is 2025. We're now in the second phase of 2025. 2025 is going already. We are second phase of 2025. If the friends you are keeping, if the company you are keeping are not adding values to your life, if your circles are not adding values to your life, cut them off. See, most of the real friends I have today, apart from some friends we grew from childhood and they are doing well, most of the friends that I go with, I met a lot of them online and we talk. I have a friend, my best friend, she's a Web3 content creator. We've never met, and this girl always keep me on my toes. Whenever I'm tired, she'll feel like, man, oh yeah, go and do this thing. This kind of friends that always makes you achieve. Motivate taught me how to attach my goals to a reward because now I did something this year. Okay, if I do this, this is what I'm going to reward myself with. Okay, if I was able to achieve this goal, I personally this year I have a goal, and my goal is if I was able to hit that goal, I'm rewarding myself with a trip to Zanzibar. And if I don't hit it, forget no Zanzibar. You're just going for a mini vacation in Nigeria, and that's all. Now, this type of things always rings in my head whenever I want to slack or whenever I want to sleep. After this phase now, I'm not sleeping to tomorrow morning. I'll just take a short nap tomorrow morning and life continues. Now they reach eight, they sleep. Forget about what people will say. If you're a freelancer and you're always snoring in the night, well, you are playing with your except if you know your target audience are in Nigeria. But if you're a freelancer, by this time you're already sleeping. Okay, or you're in your own. So I don't want to say much about that. That's going to be a space for that time. And please stop playing small. Lastly, stop playing small. Dream big. Dream big. Stop sabotaging yourself. Stop saying that I'm not an expert yet. I remember I dropped a tweet last month about how I lost a client because he asked me a particular question if I've ever done that particular job, and I said no, and he ghosted me after that. Why? Because I limited myself. Even though I had the idea, I had the experience, but because I haven't worked on a real practical project, I said no. Why? I was limiting myself. I was playing small. Stop playing small. Stop playing small. Some of you are one bold decision away from changing your life, but fear is holding you hostage. Hmm. Like I always say, I've been there before. I was once confused, broke, doubting myself, but I just choose to show up. Even when I was scared, even when I had a lot of things limiting my mindset, a lot, I still choose to show up. And that's why I'm standing here tonight. So please and please, let tonight just be, don't let it just be one space like that. Let it be a space that will serve as a wake up call for you. That no matter how deep the trenches is, you can rise. That's just it. Like, no matter how you think you failed, if you fail, rise up. You do it again. You fail, rise up. You do it again. That's especially if you're in freelancing, you face a lot of rejection. A lot of rejections. So there's one thing. There's one thing that I always expect. Sorry, unfortunately, we will not be able to continue with this with this recruitment process. I have, if you go to my email, I have a lot of it, but still yet, my wins cover it. Celebrate your small win. After every rejection, one thing is there's always going to be a win. For what people are dragging me to, yesterday I said you can't submit 100, you can't do submit 100 proposal or 100 proposals and you get rejected. If you submit 100 proposals today and you get rejected, or you did 100 code DM today and you get rejected, then you need to go back to your drawing board and check out yourself. What are you doing wrong? See, there's something that I do very well. I'm going to confess tonight. I spy on my competitors a lot, on people that are far ahead of me. I spy on them a lot. I Presently, I know three people I spy their profile. Two are not Nigerian, two are not African. One is African and the two is one is in US and the other is in UK. I follow them back to back. Like follow them. Okay, I was trying to do something on my what's called my Fiverr account. I'm not really conversant with Fiverr. Most of the jobs I've gotten are from either LinkedIn, Facebook groups, or school. I only got jobs twice on Upwork. I've not really worked on Fiverr before. Yesterday I was trying to do something on Fiverr. Now I'm going to confess. I went on Mr. J's. I searched for his for his account seller account on Fiverr. I checked out how he. I didn't copy because I know most of you just go and copy and paste everything back to back and paste it into. I have never done anything. I just went. It was not even the only profile I checked. I checked his profile. I checked some other Indians profile, some guys in the UK. I checked their profile. I checked how they did their gigs, everything, and how I can also structure my Fiverr account. That's what will actually position you for success. Don't come spy. Like, see, they have already succeeded. These are their blueprints. They've done it. It's not a must they must spoil your brain. They can there's what we call mentorship from afar. It's not a must you go to your DM. See, I know people that I follow today that I know they drop value back to back. People like Adefe. Adefe is someone that has blessed me so much in this freelancing space. Talk of Adefe, talk of DeFi Queen, Oluboipo, who again? DeFi Queen, Oluboipo, UIUS Tega, then there's this fifth person. These are people that have blessed my life so much. I turn on notification for their tweets because I don't want to miss out on any tweets. And whenever they drop any tweets today, except if I'm not online, but my data is on 24/7, except if I'm not online, I'll always check because I know I'm going to gain one or two information. Most of you are just scrolling Twitter, like you are following them to do rant and bant with all these idolos. These guys you are banting with. They have money. You are broke. You are banting with someone that has already established he or herself, someone that has already gone far. While you are still trying to pick up yourself, you are following them to bans. You are following them to rant on Twitter. Instead of you to go back to your drawing board and see how you can figure out your life, you are there banting with them. Okay, reality will actually face everyone. Forget about online space, where everyone is going to face reality. That's just it. We will all bant. I will keep saying this. We will all rant and bant online. But after this space, everybody will face their reality physically. That's just online is different from physical. It's not everything you see online that is true. Especially this tech space. I don't know, but I'm not here for that tonight. So we've gained a lot of value